Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl T back with another video, y'all. In today's video, I am going to teach you a very inexpensive way to make you some sewing labels. Okay. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by the channel. Please consider liking the video, checking out all of the other content on the channel. Stick around by smashing that subscribe button. Leave me a comment because I do answer every single one of them. For my returning members and subscribers, welcome back, fam. Welcome back. So, if today's video sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you stick around and watch that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. All right. So before we get into sharing my screen, just a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need an ironing board, a lint roller, some uh, fabric transfer paper specifically for white. Lights will be okay, but it's not going to be as vibrant, right? You will need you some fabric. You will need you some starch. You will need you a inkjet printer, and some fabric scissors. I think that's about it. If I think of anything else as we go along, I will let you guys know. Links for the products that I am using today will definitely be left in the description box below. So let's go. I'm sorry, and Canva. All right, y'all. So let's go. Let's get into it. So let me share my screen. Awesome. All right, guys. So take you out of the tunnel. So as you can see, I have already did a custom size on this, and I did it at an 8.5 by 11, since that is the size that the transfers are, as well as our printer that we're going to use for this instant. So I'm just going to call these sewing tags, or sewing labels rather, right? 8.5 by 11, right? And then you want to name, that's how you name something in Canva. So we have this blank image right here. This white represents our fabric. It can represent the fabric transfer, whatever you want it to represent. This is what we have, right? I'm going to look for some elements, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to shapes, and I'm designing this with y'all in real time. So there's like not a real thought process behind this as of yet. Okay. Um, so I think I'm just gonna do like the rounded rectangle. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Or not. Or not. Okay, so let's go back to elements. We're gonna go to shapes. There we go. So we have one that popped up, and we're gonna roll with this. We're going to, for the sake of being able, actually, let's do this. Let's change our background color to black. Yeah, that's black. We're going to change this to white so that we'll be able to see it, right? Ooh, hopefully you guys can see this. And I'm going to make these go up. Let's see what we have here. We really want like a 2. We can do a 2.5 by 2.5. That should be okay, because you want your label to be seen. I'm just actually going out to, I get it to 2.5. The height is already where it needs to be. Now, I'm going to just stop right there, and I'm going to show you. You can also click on position. You can come right here, and you can change this to 2.5 by 2.5. Enter. It's going to change it for you, and we're going to lock the aspect ratio. Now, I don't really want that square-ish. I do want that in a rectangle. So let me see what I can do to get it more of a rectangle. I like that. So we're going to go with 3 by 1. Okay, 3 by 1. Okay, I like that size. Well, it changed it to 2 point. Well, I want it to be 3. So now we're gonna lock that aspect ratio. There we go. So I think I like that, right? And when you're branding, right, you definitely want to have um your logo, your name. This is just a sewing tag, so we don't need a whole bunch, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to my uploads and we're going to see if I have that particular logo over here. And let's see. Let's see if I have the one that I'm actually looking for. And I don't think I do. Doesn't look like I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change. Keep in mind, you're going to want it to be your logo. I do have that one, but then I have to remove the background. Let's see if I can remove the background out of that one and see what we come up with. Don't think I'm going to use that though. Okay, or maybe I will. Okay, so let's come down. Now, again, this video may be kind of long. I'm going to try and edit out what I can. You guys know that if you've been following me any length of time, I don't really like editing, right? So that's one of them that I have over here. This is another one that I have. Actually, let's see if I can take the background out of this one as well. Ooh, let me do that. So if I take the background out of this one, yeah, no, we're not going to use that one. I think for the purposes of what I'm trying to do, this round one may even be too small, but we're going to see what we come up with. Okay. So it's even right there. You know it's even because you have your purple lines, right? Okay. That's dead center. I don't think I like that. So I'm going to delete that. And I had a butterfly somewhere, y'all. Somewhere I saw a butterfly. Somewhere I saw a butterfly. Okay. Y'all not on here to listen to me sing. I know. I know. I know. I'm going to get my life. Just bear with me. Okay. So here's a butterfly that I don't know. I got from somewhere. Okay. So here is this butterfly. And we're just going to say, just for the sake of this video, that this butterfly is my logo. Okay. It's not, but hey, for the sake of the video. Okay. So now what we're going to go do is we're going to get some text. And you want that text to say, let's do, ooh, let's take that down. And you want that to say T's Boutique LLC. Okay, that's part of your text that you want. You're going to get a subheading, and your subheading, you're going to say made with love. You could do that, but I think, and then you're going to have something like this. Okay, so let's find us some type of gradient color. let's maybe go to advanced. Ooh, I don't really want solid colors. I want a gradient type color, but I might not be able to get what I want. So we're just gonna go with, I don't know, standard purple. Change it all. Okay, and then we're gonna go to effects, and we're gonna do an outline, and we're gonna do whites to, make it stand out a little bit. Oh, let me back up, y'all. Let me back up. Before we do that, let's pick our font, because that's definitely not the font that I want to use. Chubby's okay. Um, um Rustic Barn, Brittany. I think this is moon time or moon. Yeah, moon time. Moon time. Let's go with moon time. Let's see what. Mm, okay, so I think we may go with. I think now remember, we're just in the designing phase. Okay, so this may take you a while, right? This may take you a while, and that's okay, right? So I'm going to here, I'm going to go to effects, I'm going to go to outline, and I think I'm going to change it to, ooh, white's not going to show up on there, so we're not going to use white. Um, mm, I don't even know that we can really see that. Okay, let me kind of zoom in here for y'all. Um, I don't know that I like Beavis Nubis for that. So let's go back to, what was it, Moon Time? Or let's try the Rustic Barn for this one. That looks okay, right? I guess that looks okay. So we're just gonna run with that. Um, you can play with this for as long as you need to, but for video purposes, I'm going to kind of try and keep this short and sweet for y'all, because I want y'all to hang in there with me, okay? I think this probably needs like some kind of effect under it. Um, Maybe a lift could be okay. I don't like the lift. Let's go with maybe a shadow. Or maybe the shadow might be gray. Oh no. Okay, I don't like that either. Neon maybe. Uh, Outline. Okay. Um, I don't know. Okay, so this might be your tag, but wait a minute. We don't like that. We need to change this color. I think it definitely needs to be black. There we go. Okay, and that stands out a little bit better. Right here is where you would sign your name. You don't have very much room, but you have enough, provided that you're not signing extra big. I don't really want the butterfly to touch the words, right? So I'm just kind of making sure that I have the butterfly where the butterfly is going to be seen, but I don't want any of his wings or any of that to be cut off, right? So for instance, this is what we have, okay? So this would be our tag. We're going to group it together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, wait a minute. What do we have going on here? Okay. Right. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to duplicate it. So, oh, hi, duplicate button finally popped up. Okay. So we're just going to duplicate this a couple of times, right? And we're just going to kind of place these all willy-nilly, but you kind of really want to you want to come in some so that you can have that space, and you want to leave a little gap. Actually, let's do this. Because of what I want to do, y'all, let me delete these. And the reason I'm going to delete these is because now that I think about it, we're going to ungroup all of this, okay? And I'm going to move it, and here's why. For this particular shape, let's go back to elements, and let's choose a regular square with a point that we're going to turn into a rectangle. And we're going to go back and do this like a 2.5 or 2 by, sweet baby Jesus, 2 by 1. Let's unlock this because it just keeps doing what it wants to do. Let's see what a 2 by 1 gives us. Okay, that's perfect. We're going to go with a 2 by 1. Sorry, guys. And like I said, this is just me designing in real time, right? So this is nothing that I have. Let's put you, come up here to position. I'm going to try to see if I can remember how to speed past some of this stuff. So you got this, and you got, whoa, and you're gonna go to layer, right here, and I don't know if this is going to work for me. Of course. So you're gonna send this. I want this on top of here, so I'm just gonna do it like that. So when in doubt, just move your layers and your position. Now, I know that my butterfly is definitely probably going to be too big, and let me see what we're working with, because we may have to reshape our our business over here, our rectangle. We may have to resize it. I said reshape, but I meant resize. Okay. Now we do want our we do want our butterfly to be noticeable, right? I think I might even do the transparency down a little bit on our butterfly. I want our butterfly to be a focal point, but not too much. So let's see what we can do here. No T. I just think our butterfly is just too long. Okay. Because you want, for sure, you want your wording, right? Let me turn transparency back up on our little butterfly. Let's move our butterfly down. And actually, let's go to position. Position. Let's go to range. And I'm thinking 2 by 1 might even be too big. Okay. Because we only want what we want on here, right? And before I do that, let me go to elements and let me look for a not sure if this is going to give me what I want, but we're going to try it. Okay. Oh, definitely not that. Oh no, baby. Let's just go to a regular dotted line because yeah. Okay. Woo. Here we go. Okay. Um, how do we? It looks like a y'all. This can't be that hard. That's too thick. This we're going. It looks like it's a kind of blue color. Okay, fine. Um, can we like bring this in? No. Edit it. It won't let you bring it in. Nope. Okay, so that one would work, except for it doesn't want to let us move it. How hard is it just to find a dotted line? It should not be that hard. Okay, well, at least this one I can move around. Oh, Jesus. This is insane. So it started off letting me move that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is not letting me. It says edit. Okay, so let's do it like this. So I just kind of rotated it, but it's not doing, oh snap. It's not doing anything for my size, right? And I think it's white, so I'm gonna change it black. But yet we get these, y'all, that's just too thin. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin either. Um, that's just way too thick. So the idea that was to put like a border around here. Let's see what I got with this one. Um, that's just gonna be too thick. Yeah, my border idea might not work, y'all. That's definitely thick. Now, y'all know what? If I don't find one, and I'm showing y'all, the design piece in real time because it's very important to understand that when you're putting work and time in, to a design. No, sweetheart, I knew that wasn't gonna work, but I just thought I'd give it a try, y'all. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. The object of what I was trying to do was put a border around here. As we can see, so far, everything is pretty much giving me a problem, literally. I don't have rounded corners now, so this one definitely ain't gonna work. Okay, let's take the I just don't think it's going to come to fruition like I want it to. So, or maybe let's no, that one doesn't even want to move. Okay, I'm gonna look for one more, and if I don't get anywhere, y'all get the idea of what I wanted to do, but I don't see nothing that. Okay, just yeah. Or if I change this into a square, right? There's a dotted line. That's a dotted line, but we definitely need it to be smaller. And we definitely need this to be a square. But I know if I put it in the square, we definitely look at me. Okay. And the reason I'm so gung-ho about a line being around there, right, is for if you don't know how to sew. Or if you like me, you don't know how to sew a straight line. You know, you get it? So, and then you could have, something. No, it definitely needs to be in a rectangle, y'all. It does. It does. It needs to be in a rectangle. Um, it does. It needs to be in a rectangle. I want to be determined. I do. I do. Um, okay, so let's just put those rounded corners here. Just trying some stuff, y'all. No. So, honey, the design process in real time is taking a bit longer than I want to deal with. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move on. And if you want to play with, getting, y'all can't see that. If y'all want to play with finding that solid line to go around it, not solid, but a dotted line, right? To go around it, by all means, be my guest. Y'all know me. I just stop. It's not that I don't know like what I'm looking for or what I'm doing, but baby, this design process sometimes it be about to take my nerves out. We don't want that too close up there. You want it made with love. Okay. You can even make, our butterfly a little bit bigger. I think that'll be okay. And then you can even come down here. I'm gonna leave that about right there and come back to your text and right. Okay. And we're just going to bring this down. We're of course going to change our color to purple. No, just this one. That didn't work for me. And why? Purple? Okay, there we go. Whoa, it didn't take all of it. Whoa, purple. Boom. Okay, and then we're gonna come up here. We're gonna go to effects, outline. We're gonna switch it to black. I don't know how thick that is. Okay. I don't know why I have date. I wouldn't put dates in all caps, but let's go change our text and we're gonna use nah. No. No. Moon time. Okay. You're just gonna use moon time for that. All right. So now you got your date, right? Uh, I would slide this over. All right. Something like that. Okay. Um, I actually don't like that font for that. Let me use something like, okay. Okay. Y'all, I'm a little distraught right now because I wanted my, maybe you center it with the rest. Okay, so that's center. So you can make your butterfly in this instance bigger. Here's why. Because I don't have that solid line that I wanted to put around. I'm okay with that. We're just gonna roll with it, group it. We're gonna look at the position. We're gonna go to range, and we're gonna look at our size. So if we bring, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. All right. I'm going to take y'all out of 300 and something, whatchamacallit, so that you can see. Okay. Command C, Command V. All right. And then we're just gonna start duplicating these. We're just going to try and get as many on this 8.5 by 11 page that we possibly can. Remember, we need to leave that 1.5, 1/8 of an inch, excuse me, not 1.5, that 1/8 of an inch border. So I'm going to just kind of come in and if you like me, you have unsteady hands. I'm going to tell you to use a paper trimmer, but you could use scissors. You could use a paper trimmer. You could use whatever works for you. Okay. There's no right or wrong way. This is your design. Um, right. I'm just visiting your world. Okay. That's basically all I'm doing. I'm visiting your world. You're the designer. You're the artist. Don't let nobody tell you that that's not how it goes or what you should change unless you're, seeking that kind of advice. And then if you're seeking that kind of advice, that's one thing different. Okay. So anywho, I'm leaving a little bit of room between it, right? We know that they're the same size and space because we see those purple numbers coming up for us. So that lets us know that we are where we should be. Okay. So actually what you can do to make this easier on yourself, let me get my life together over here because I'm kind of showing you the long way. The short version of this is to completely get one row all the way together, right? All the way together. Okay. Yeah, see how, yeah. See, you gotta pay attention to your numbers. Your numbers are going to be very important. Okay. Numbers are going to be very important to keep everything nice, even, and spaced. I know y'all probably like, why I put that up there and then I'm taking it away. In this instance, it's not really going to matter. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, ooh, not them, but okay. I'm going to delete that row. Right? Jeez. Okay. So something on our tags are not, maybe it was just that one. I don't know. So we're going to undo that. We're going to select this whole row. All right. And we're going to come to position. Space evenly, vertically, right? And horizontally. Okay. So something still looks off, right? Let's try this again. Boom. There we go. Now we are aligned, I think. Okay. We're going to call that good, and then we're going to group it. Okay. We're going to come right over here, and we're going to delete. What we're going to do here is we're going to go Command C, Command V, and then I'm just going to come in about right there. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom out some more just so I can see at that bottom. So you need to have that 1/8 of an inch at the top and the bottom, right? And the side. So Command V or Command C, Command V. And you will know when you should be because you see those purple crosshairs, okay? You'll see those purple crosshairs. That's going to be your guide, okay? And I think we can get one more right there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to grab all of these and we want to group them, okay? Now, I don't know, yeah, now that I'm looking at this, okay, yeah, that might be good enough. Although our butterfly is touching the edge, our butterfly is touching the edge, but we're going to be okay with that, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print on an inkjet, which I'm going to use my Epson 3760. Okay. So let's go ahead. You get 6 of these in a pack for $10 and you get your instructions. Okay. Depending on your machine, is the way that you're going to load this. So basically, my machine, I'm going to load the pink side in this instance. Oh, so let me go ahead and put this in. Let me stop sharing for just a second, guys. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen back with you guys, and we're going to get into our print screen. Okay, so let me minimize this, bring you guys over, and then this is our print screen. So all I did was I downloaded the file as a regular PNG. I picked my printer, right? This right here, I'm not gonna bother that because yeah. We don't want this on double-sided. We want this on 8.5 by 11. We're going to do this in portrait as is. However, we do want, I'm gonna say like photo type, and I want the best. Okay. Let's see if these directions say if you need to mirror this, because okay, so yes, you do want to flip this horizontally. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. Okay, so let's cancel this because we first need to know. We may have to even go back in our software. What is this button? Nope, that's rotating it. It's not what we need to do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open Canva back up and make y'all bigger again. I'm gonna click on all of this and I'm going to position. This is interesting, y'all, because I have never like really printed where I needed the mirror on this particular printer. It's not giving me the option here. So if I ungroup it, let's see what happens. See? Wow. Yeah. Position. Whoa. Interesting. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop here. I need to go see how to flip this print, and I'll be back. Okay? Okay, guys, so when in doubt, go and do that research. So what you have to do in order to flip it in the regular print mode, once you've downloaded it on any Epson printer, or at least so it says when I Googled it, right? So you come right here. If I flip it, it's normal. If I hit flip horizontally, it's going to mirror it for us. And I've already set everything else like we need it to be. Cross our fingers that this is going to print correctly for us. Okay? Y'all got your fingers crossed, but why that look normal? I don't know, y'all. All right, I'll be back when the print finishes. Yay, guys. So this is our print. Of course, to you, it looks like it's in the reverse because it is. But when we flip it over, I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it looks very, very well. So when I flip it over this way, it looks great. This is what we want our print to look like. Now, these are the instructions, right? Okay. So the instruction says to leave the 1/8 of an inch border. This is only used for inkjet printers. They recommend that you test it. Now, preparing your fabric, you're going to heat your iron to the maximum linen setting, cotton setting. You don't use steam. Place the pillowcase onto your ironing surface. Do not use a glass or an ironing board. Iron out any wrinkles and smooth it over with your hands so that it lays flat. Then you're going to lay the fabric, which is 100% white fabric that we talked about. Let me show you guys what that looks like, as I do have some. So this is some that I dug out of the stash. It is 1 yard, right? So I dug this out of the stash. It's 1 yard. You probably won't even need a whole yard, depending, like if you're cutting more than like I'm cutting, you may need one. So here's our first prints. Don't forget to remove the background. Don't make them too small, okay? Because you're not gonna be able to read them. So those are trash. This one is good. I mean, I like it. It's got a little, I don't know, a little glow, but it's okay. So I'm gonna use a 100% cotton pillowcase. I'm going to use my ironing board. I am, but I'm gonna put a pressing pillow up under it, and then right to left, up and down motion, no circular motion, no steam. I'll be back when that part's done. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. Let's talk about it. I don't necessarily like this paper, right? Um, out of 2 sheets, did I print good? Glad I didn't print another one. Out of 2 sheets, I got 5 of these, okay? This is how they look. Of course, you need to cut them out a lot better than I did, right? I even tried using the heat press, because it does have instructions on here for heat press use as well. I don't know. It could be the brand, because I don't know. I used the low iron setting like it said. It just, to me, it's the paper, right? The transfer paper. So I'm looking down, y'all, but I'm trying to cut one that looks like look like an adult cut it and not a toddler, but we're probably still not gonna get that look because it's tea cutting it. So this is what we have, right? So that's the front. It's that gloss, but it feels real slick. And then on the back, that's that cotton. So I'm gonna and I did one like this without the border around it. I'm just gonna even it up, make it as small as possible. Okay. And I'm definitely going to try to, sew these on one of my blankets, and I'll let you guys know how that turns out. But as far as a review of this paper, I don't like this one. Okay. So maybe find you a different brand, a higher quality. But the project itself, it definitely does work. I just don't like the paper. And then when it says peel it off hot, that peel button is, I mean, peeling for the backing is definitely really iffy. So that's all I have on that. I don't like the paper. I like the idea of the project. Although the project did come out, pretty good. I just don't like the paper, right? Because out of 2 sheets, out of 32 of these, we got 5. So that's because they peel back, they stuck, all kind of craziness, right? So until next time, peace Be blessed. Stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Catch you in the next one, guys.